Although no one has the upper hand in this game yet, Joe, it remains true that the Yankees have allowed only one meaningful run in the postseason. When Ramirez hit the home run last night in the ninth, a 2-run shot, the Indians were trailing 7-0, and the only thing at issue was Wells' bid for the shutout. 1-2.
There, Vizquel tries to drop down a bunt on Brocious, but he missed.
Just missed. 2-2.
Well, the Yankee pitchers have been just unbelievable. They just have not made a lot of mistakes. I thought the Indians had some pitches to hit in the first inning, but since that time, Cone has been able to stay out of the middle of the plate.
Has he found a groove?
I don't think so. I mean, remember now, he's used to getting 5 days rest.
3-2 pitch, got him. Second strikeout for Cone.
Everyone's upset with that call. Even the bench is very upset, but Omar Vizquel was letting him know, and you can see Kenny Lofton. Everyone's basically feeling like the umpire has a large strike zone.
Strike one to Justice, who walked in the first. In the air to right center field. O'Neill going back. O'Neill to the fence, leaps, can't get it. Home run for Justice, and the Yankees are behind for the first time in this postseason.
Now that first call strike to Vizquel becomes doubly important, because instead of 1 run, it could have been 2. It's a breaking ball from Cone to Justice. Take a look. It's a curveball, and Justice stays right on it. That pitch did not fool him, and he got enough of it. And remember, we said the ball is carrying towards right center field as O'Neill makes a valiant attempt. Got as high as he could, but he could not get there.
That's out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Manny. 1 out and a run home in the top half of the 4th. The first base hit allowed today by David Cone, a solo homer from David Justice. Here's the 2-2. Full count to Ramirez.
Because Ramirez has been swinging the bat so well, and he has a lot of power, I don't expect David Cone to just come right down the middle or try to throw a fastball by him.
Another dangerous hitter, Tomey, on deck. The payoff. Walked him.
And there's that Laredo slider that he throws to right-handers. You see, he's kind of disgusted with himself. He thought he should make a better pitch than that. It's not necessarily for him to throw a strike, but he wants at least to start in the strike zone and give Ramirez a chance to chase it out of the strike zone, but that never started in the strike zone.
The 0-1. Quickly ahead of Tomey, 0-2.
And Tomey is questioning that pitch again. He called that pitch a strike in his first at bat. And it's a breaking ball that Tomey thinks starts over the plate and then breaks off the plate inside. And there is a lot of break on that ball.
No question, Ted Hendry has had the generous strike zone so far today.
But I think he's been fair in that he's calling it both sides. I mean, calling it that pitch for Nagy as well as for Cone. You can tell because he's getting arguments from both sides.
A ball and 2 strikes.
But I must admit, I'm not one that agrees that, okay, if he's calling it for both sides, that makes it okay. I'm one that believes a strike is a strike and a ball is a ball. And if you only call strike, call them that way for both sides.
2-2. Well, you hear umpires saying now, and many people in baseball taking it as a given, I have my strike zone. My strike zone has always been this. The other guy's strike zone has always been that.
But I take exception to that because it's not their strike zone. There is a rule governing the strike zone. There gives you specific parameters that say this is a strike and that's not a strike. So it's not their strike zone. It's baseball strike zone, and the rules state what a strike zone is, and that's what they should stick to, not their own interpretation of the strike zone.
Can you imagine a basketball ref saying, according to me, goaltending is this?
Right.
The other guy thinks it's that, but I like to consider it this.
And that's a very good point to make. That
called strike 3. Well, Tommy should have learned the first time. Cone did. He went back to the same spot to get him looking again.
But you can't let that distract you, because, I mean, you're the one that's in a do-or-die situation. So if you're the Indians, you have to put that aside.
The 0-1 pitch, line to left. It falls in front of Spencer. On his way to second is Ramirez. He'll stop there. A 2-out single for Fryman, who's trying to get on track in the playoffs. He's now 3 for 19.
This pitch is up, and Fryman rips it to left field for a base hit. Fastball or maybe a sinker right there, and Fryman just kind of uses his hands and whips it into left field for a base hit.
The 1-0 on the corner.
Well, the left-handed hitters should realize that Henry is working off the inside part of the plate, and that's the pitch that he's calling the most.
Indians trying to build on a 1-0 lead.
And even though I don't believe in the fact that you have to adjust, or you should have to, you still have to be aware of what he's doing and which pitches he is calling a strike.
Here's the 2-1. He lays off. 3 balls and a strike. Giles hit .269 for the regular year with 16 homers, playing almost exclusively against right-handed pitching. .3-1 pitch. And a full count. Look, that ball boy, the same kid who last night took one off the dome, shows that he's a gamer. He comes back trying to make another play.
I talked to him this afternoon, Bob, and he says, you were talking about me yesterday. I said, yeah, I told him that at least you didn't go down when the ball hit you. Look at this. Hey, that's a tough play to make, though.
Ball can take a weird hop off a tarp. The runners will go. The 3-2 pitch. The bases are loaded.
And you can see David Cone trying to come inside, because that's where he's had his most success against the left-handed hitters.
The 1-1. He cuts and misses. The Indians are one big hit away from putting some serious pressure on the Yankees for the first time in this postseason. An extra base hit here. They get some breathing room and have a chance to win game 2 and get out of here with a split. And Alomar hangs in, and if that happens, then the Yankee season and the Cleveland season is down to a best 3 out of 5, and the whole portfolio from April to October doesn't matter. The 114 in the regular season, blowing away Texas in the divisional, doesn't matter. Ramirez is at third, Fryman is at second, and Giles is at first. 2 out, a run home, 1-0 Cleveland, and the 1-2 pitch. A bouncing ball. Martinez juggles it. Can he recover? Cone gets there in time, and the Indians strand 3 to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Tribe.